Hi, I'm Hayden the psychologist, and you're watching my series on lockdown mental health. Today, I want to speak about a specific kind of anxiety or worry, and that is around actually leaving our house to go and do mundane things that we used to do, going to the shops. Um, I'm aware that for many people, it's starting to become actually quite scary and quite overwhelming. A lot of the time, people just, you may be experiencing a bit of just a general feeling of overwhelmed, reaching out, a strange, peculiar difference. Or there might be a content to it. A lot of people obviously feeling scared for contracting this virus, for contracting COVID-19, worrying about that. Obviously, this is a very practical fear, but there is behind it a psychological mechanism at play as well. And in that sense, if I'm to try and explain it, what happens in our everyday lives, our minds obviously make sense of the world that we're in, but we use all sorts of different type of information to do this. We will without paying attention to it, subconsciously, we will be gaining information when we drive in traffic, when we go and fill up our car with petrol. We are observing human behavior. We go out, we socialize, we do all the things that we used to do. And there's so many different levels of input that we get. Now, with this lockdown, we are limited and we have far less input. If we use the virus, for example, we now are likely to be getting input from news articles, from online sources. But one of the feedback loops that is probably a lot less is people you know's opinion, the way that you speak to them. Even if you're getting their opinion on WhatsApp or over the phone, there is still nuanced interactional data that you're not getting. A tone of voice, perhaps, or nonverbal expressions. And it's the consistency of this input. Your mind used to use all of this information to make sense of the world. Now it is limited. As a result, there is, let's say, puzzle pieces that are no longer there. Your mind needs to make sense of the world with less data. That creates a little bit of worry and uncertainty. And also when we are facing going back to the shops, it's like you just have a doubt, subconscious uncertainty of the behavior at play. You know what it is consciously, but that type of anxiety starts to creep in. Just those puzzle pieces missing, those data flow that is actually limited. My tip in line with that is to actually try and increase those feedback loops. That being said, it's to phone some friends that you haven't spoken to in a while, or rather, if you can, do a video chat with them. But different types of interactions. There we increase the types of feedback we get. Also, one can use the online platform, but search for different things or different perspectives on things. Also, it's to observe normal behavior. If you can watch videos of people going around in a normal way, there you're just increasing those feedback loops. It might take a bit of effort, but it really starts to give your mind, again, more of these puzzle pieces full of picture, and it allows us to assist in that type of anxiety. I hope this helps.